All right, hey guys. Um, just kind of giving an update here. I was going to make some videos. I had some plans on going down south. I had a lot of cool ideas happen, but this past week has just been kind of crazy, and I've been figuring out what's been going on, just watching the news, seeing the events unfold and everything else, and it's been crazy. I mean, I'm not going to downplay it at all. Everything that has happened, even like in my previous video, I did not predict that they would, go further than they have now. So the Russians are trying to go into Kiev. They are going in all spots around Ukraine. I thought they were just going to go in the east. And again, I was wrong. I mean, who could have predicted it? A lot of the thoughts and feelings here around here was it was not going to even go this far. So it's a shock to the regular Russian people that are here. And so we're all kind of in a little bit of shock and the response that has come from it too. Now, I kind of want to send out a message to the West on what's going on here when it comes to the daily lives of the Russians. And when I speak, I'm not speaking about the Russian government or anything else, because we need to separate those two. The Russian people here, for the most part, are very against this war. I know that the politics of this are not black and white. There are a lot of issues between Ukraine, Russia, and NATO. And, there are some understanding aspects from Russia, Ukraine, and NATO, and the West as well. So, again, it's too complicated, and I just don't want to break it down. And I just want to talk about the Russian people right now, because those are the people I care about the most. Of course, I care about the West, but I'm talking about just with the situation right now. I care about everybody that is going through the hardships over in Ukraine, and I'm caring about the people who are going through all this here over in Russia, just the normal, everyday people. Now, when it comes to what's being affected by them is obviously the stock market and the value of the ruble. That, I think, in the past 5-10 years, I think the whole gain of their stock index has just collapsed. They're basically back to square one when it comes to their stock index. The ruble has, I've seen a lot of different reports and numbers and stuff like that, has basically, the power of the dollar has tanked about 40%, I will say, give or take. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of people wondering what's going to happen next, and we still don't know. I don't know. The Russians don't know. We don't know what actions the West is going to take against Russia. We don't know how China and India and a lot of these other countries are going to respond to try and help Russia. We don't know right now. But the normal everyday citizens are trying to make sure that they have enough money to get by and live. They're hoping that they aren't going to be greatly affected, but they know they are going to be affected somewhat when it comes to the economy. Some people might lose their jobs. Tourism is going to be basically off the table. And any U.S. company that has done any business with them that are wanting to pull out, people are going to lose a lot of money, potentially their jobs through that as well. So, I'm hearing iPhone, the products and that are going to be available here is just basically all going to be Chinese or Indian or and what other country that is going to supply them. That is not part of the West, essentially. There might be some Western countries that will still allow trade and everything else. The prices will definitely go up. Just, speaking just out of economics and with the knowledge that I have of it, the prices are going to go up. The dollar is going to go down, and the amount of buying and the buying power that the average citizen has is just going to dramatically decrease. The interest rate has gone up significantly, so there's not going to be a lot of investing here. And so, Russians are going to go through a huge hardship through all this. And this makes me very sad because the Russian people did not ask for this. There is, I believe, I don't have the statistics, but there is somewhat of a, I would say, a minority that is for the war. But overall, I don't think people want all this. And the Russians here that I've explained before are very peaceful and have sympathy towards the West or just even the average citizen around the world. They don't care about the politics. They just want to get by, have a good job, make good money, and have a good life, just like any other citizen around the world. These politics are being played by politicians and the people on top. These actions aren't being done by, the average citizen. And it makes me sad seeing some of the sanctions and how some of the people here who are just doing their jobs are being punished due to the government's actions. And so, again, I give full sympathy and I wish nothing but the safety and the best for the Ukrainian citizens. I do also want to say that we should give some sympathy for the people that are living here as well. Again, this isn't me being pro-Russia or anything like that. I'm just talking about the normal citizens here that have a life and that are trying to get by and that had no say in the actions of the Russian government. I hope that the West puts that into consideration, but my voice isn't big enough to, make any changes. But I hope, more people can gather around this sentiment that we should be targeting the top and not the middle and the bottom. I am planning on leaving here in the next 12, 15 hours, give or take. I've been seeing some reports about the government going after American citizens. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't feel like I am in danger here. The only reason why I am leaving, or one of the main reasons why I'm leaving, is because my credit cards debit and credit cards will basically be turned off here soon. I'm hearing reports that Apple and Google Pay isn't working. I did just use my card here a little bit ago, so I know I should be fine until then. I kind of got everything before I leave. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to get out of here, and I'm going to have to be making videos over in a different country. So tomorrow I'll be taking a bus up to Helsinki. I'm going to be there for a week, and I have some friends down over in Serbia, over in Belgrade, and I'm going to be living down there for the time being. I think I'm only allowed to be there for 3 months, but I know a lawyer down over there that hopefully can get me there, get me to stay there longer. So that's everything that's going on right now. And, I don't know much more what to say. I know there's so many politics and so many things that are going on in the news. It's hard to just sum it up in a 15-30 minute conversation, but be very wary of a lot of the propaganda that will be pushed. A lot of people are trying to get more followers, more likes, and more clicks onto their site, their TikToks, their Twitters, or whatever it is, to try to get this quick fame. And a lot of these grifters and stuff. We're noticing that the tank that ran over the car is looking like it is a Ukrainian tank, and it was an accident, and the person that was hit by the tank lived without any injuries, thank God. The ghost of Kiev looks like it might be fake as well. And just kind of a few other things that are very questionable. So when you watch the news, just kind of question everything and just don't take everything as fact. There's a lot of propaganda that has happened in war. This is the same with World War One, World War Two, the Vietnam War, and so on. There's a lot of propaganda that's being pushed by both sides. And even though I am for the West, I am from America, there is a lot of propaganda that gets pushed out there too. You could see in FBI and CIA unredacted documents that they have been pushed. They've been pushing this stuff for a very long time. So, again, I want people to know that the enemy is the Russian government and not the Russian people. I'm hearing that my old city in Seattle, Piroshki, has been attacked. It looks like they're going to be closing down shop, and it makes me very sad because it was an amazing place. Great little, I wouldn't say a restaurant, but a place where you could go get yourself a piroshki and stuff, kind of more of a snack than a meal. Kind of like the anti-Russian sentiment. Again, I get why people are very angry, but just like 9/11, and 9/11 was obviously very different and stuff, but all these actions that have been taken by different governments, there is no reason to blame the average citizen who is not sympathetic to the war, who is not sympathetic to the war against Ukraine. People who are sympathetic to it, they're still good people, and they just have a warped reality of, what is going on. And, we might not even know the full story of it because there's so much the government doesn't tell us. But overall, what I'm seeing with the actions, it is not good, and it's not good for either the Russians or the Ukrainians. Definitely the Ukrainians. I'm not saying one's better or the other. The Ukrainians are being literally driven out by their country, and that is, I can't imagine ever going through that, and I wouldn't want anybody to go through that. And yeah, I'm very sad right now. I've been having very hard time sleeping, trying to focus on things, just my work and everything else, because I am leaving a country I love, and I'm very angry with the country I'm leaving right now. And I wish this wasn't happening, because there's so much beauty and there's so many amazing things about this place. And I hope but nothing but the best for both countries and their citizens. So I'll be leaving tonight or tomorrow morning, and I'll be uploading some videos over in Helsinki and then down over in Serbia, which I'm very excited about. So I'll see you guys here in a couple days, and please just pray for the Russians and the Ukrainians. They need it a lot. Okay? See you guys.